What am I requiring of others to even encounter my presence? Like, damn, who she thinks she is? Showing up as your best self every single day is actually much harder than what it sounds like. Y'all see me tuck this wig now?
My beauty, my style, self-growth, my way.
People being sleep on you. They done slept on you. They done ignored you. They done wrote you off in the book. Well, now you have finally figured out to put that action behind your words, and you like, oh no, no. You ain't gonna sleep on me no more. I guarantee you that. We're going to break this down from two different points, I guess you could say. First, in order to really change your life and really make people not sleep on you anymore, change your basic requirements of what you expect from others. Second thing about that is showing up as the best version of yourself. First impression has a lot to do with that. How you present yourself daily has a lot to do with that. So like I said, we'll break that down here in a minute. But first things first, I want to talk about setting those basic requirements in order to really make people respect the fact that you can't take me as no joke. Baby, I'm out here doing what I gotta do, okay? Number one reason why people are asleep on you and what your capabilities are is because you have been doing way too much talking. All of this, too much talking and not enough action behind it. I'm gonna be honest, I've done a lot of talking over the years. I've probably said this numerous times on my videos. I wanted to start my YouTube channel like 2-3 years ago. I let my camera sit for years because I just did not want to put myself out there to be judged. I'm saying all that to say, I was a person that just blew smoke all the time. I talked and I talked and I talked, and I didn't put any action behind it. Please understand, if people have been taking you as a joke up until this point, don't be mad at it. Accept it. Make that action behind it and be ready to change it, and then hit the highway gunning it like at 100. Show everybody, y'all slept on me for all of these years, but I'm about to show y'all right now what I'm really made of and what I'm built for. You've allowed people to make their comments. You've allowed people to state their opinions, because again, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm telling them all of my ideas and what I'm trying to do, they're going to give their feedback on it. If somebody has slept on you, or if somebody has given you a comment that did not encourage you to move forward, don't be mad at it. We got that action set behind it now, which brings me into that number one thing. In order to see that change and to really get people to understand that you are at a different phase of life, you have to change your basic requirements, okay? To even be around my space, baby, you're going to respect what my requirements are, or you can get lost. When you really decide to like move into that next season of life, you're putting action behind all of your words, you are out here killing your goals, you don't move with the same kind of mindset. You're definitely going to have a mindset shift before you get to that next phase. Really ask yourself, what are your basic requirements to be around me? Like, I sit and ask myself this a lot. What am I requiring of others to even encounter my presence? And I know that might come off really bad. Well, like, damn, who she thinks she is? It ain't nothing like that. But you have to make your requirements, because there's a lot of stuff that can be thrown into your life, your mix. Setting those basic requirements is, again, it's going to make people meet you where you are in life. I say this a lot because it's very, very important. You are always evolving as a human being. You are constantly having encounters and experiences in your life that are going to make you transition. So you're not going to stay the same. People can't expect to treat you the same way they did 5 years ago when you're somebody different now. That person before that did all that talking, that person was also a little weak-minded. So a lot of the stuff that I used to tolerate, baby, I'm not tolerating it anymore. I'll tell you that. That's kind of that attitude and approach that you have to have. Like, you have to be like, oh, no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that over this way. Once you have really decided to move into that next phase of your life, you don't tolerate the same things. So make people meet you where you are. That is the very first thing that you want to do. Think about it like this. If I give you a choice on how to engage with me, you're going to treat me however you feel like treating me. You have to set your own standards for that. Stop giving the option. Make the demand on how you are going to encounter me, how you are going to respect me, how you're going to respect my boundaries. See, a lot of us don't have no boundaries. We don't have clear boundaries on how we want other people to treat us. My boundaries now are clearly set. Decide to make those basic requirements, because not only is it going to give you peace of mind, but it's going to help you stay on track for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. A lot of us have big goals, and in order to accomplish those big goals, that comes down to daily consistency, and that comes down to knowing what you can and cannot tolerate, what you can and cannot allow into your life. So that was the first tip on how we really can like just change our lives and make people meet us where we are. Second thing is really showing up as the best version of yourself every single day. So I want to look at this from 5 different angles. I mean, there's probably a lot of other ways that you can, break this down. But when I think about showing up as my best version of myself every single day, I'm thinking spiritually, first and foremost. I'm thinking about my peace of mind, my routine, my beauty, and my overall self-care. I don't want to sleep on me anymore. So clearly that means that I have to go through a mental cleanse. I have got to get all of that negativity out of my head. I've got to wash all of that away spiritually. I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are. Me, if you've been here before, then you know I believe in the Most High God, in having my time with God every day, reading, really taking that moment to meditate and be present in the moment. I have been working a lot here recently with just trying to be more appreciative of the moment. I feel like I'm in such a race sometimes, trying to get to the next phase of my life. Like, I want to be this big YouTuber. I want to have all this money and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I really have to just stop myself and say, Tony, be appreciative of where you are. Look at how much you've grown mentally. Look at how much you have shifted as an individual person. Sometimes that growth is much more important than any amount of money. In order for me to not sleep on me anymore and truly be in tune with what I'm capable of and all of the, goals and aspirations that I have to really put the action behind it to make it happen, that comes from God for me. Like that strength, that calmness in my heart that says you can do this, that's God. That's all spiritual for me. So in order for me to show up as the best version of myself every single day, baby, I have to have my spirituality time in the morning. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Baby, since the time change, it's something about the time change that be killing me, but I cannot get up in the morning. I have been rolling out the bed at like 6:30, and I have been like trying to rush to do this time. If you can, don't try to rush through your time in the morning for your spiritual time. It is not something that should be rushed. It's something that you should take very, very seriously, that you should really be in the moment and present for. Your girl is working on that. I'm trying to get my body adjusted to the time shift. But again, that is the most important thing in order for me. Like, and I'm just speaking of me personally. You might not agree, and that's okay. But me personally, that's the most important thing that I have to do. So the next thing that you want to focus on is peace of mind. In order to really show up and be the best version of yourself so that you can not only stop sleeping on yourself, but others can stop sleeping on you too, is your peace of mind. When you put emphasis on really creating peace, not only in your mind, but peace around you, you really begin to see what you're capable of, because you don't have all of that extra noise and drama and all of them shenanigans. You don't have none of that extra stuff going on. I set those boundaries, met me where I am in my life now. I started to notice that people handled me differently. They handled me the way that I wanted to be handled, not the way that anybody else felt like handling me. And that's the difference. That created all kinds of peace in my life just from setting that requirement. In order to really hone in on your craft, that grind and hustle season, in order to really hone in on that, you have to have a certain level of peace. Creating that peace of mind, people should know right then and there, oh, I can't sleep on them no more, because they got that peace of mind, which means that they are focused and they are in tune with what it is that they're doing. Work on that peace of mind, work on creating that peace, and once you do, people will, again, respect where you are. Peace of mind will really have you pushing forward in your process. Like, nothing can hold you back when you have peace of mind and peace surrounding you. Next thing is creating that routine. How does our every day-to-day look? It's about creating that routine, creating consistency, creating everyday schedule that's going to keep you locked in on what it is that you're trying to build. I have certain times built out throughout my day for me to be able to handle all of the duties that I need to in order for me to stay on top of everything. Prior to when I was like sleep on my own self and everybody else was too, back then I didn't have a routine. I used to sit back then and tell myself, oh, there's no way you can do both full time. Like, you're gonna have to just quit your job and do it full time. That's the only way it's gonna work. Again, all that talking was going on instead of the action. That everyday routine that I can rely on is going to help me stay focused, and it's going to help me stay goal oriented. Just take 10 minutes every night and create a routine for the next day. That's an important factor when you are trying to really make all of that change in your life. You have to show up as your best self, and having that routine is going to help you stay like crushing your everyday goals. I guarantee you will not miss a meeting, you won't miss an appointment, you won't miss any small detail of your day if you just sit and plan out each day and keep a dedicated routine every single day. Next, I feel like both of these kind of go hand in hand, but it's beauty and self-care. This is how I think to myself. Every day I'm making a first impression. Let's just take a very hypothetical situation. We've got exhibit A, this person over here. Let's say we're at the grocery store. I don't know what it is about me in referencing the grocery store. We see this person over here in sweatpants. They look like they're tired. They have their hair kind of just thrown every way. They just don't look well put together. They look like they're kind of just distraught or maybe having a rough day. Person B over here, I'm not saying that you gotta have a full face of makeup on, but they've got their makeup on. Their hair is nicely groomed. They have on, good clothes. Not good clothes, but they have on well-maintained clothing. Like, it looks like they cared about what they put on, not just some wrinkly clothes. They are prepared. Trust me, I ain't done the research behind it, but I do feel like there is a very direct correlation between how you look and how productive you are. Hold on. Trying to get my water in. I am a human, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, I have some very lazy days. On the days that I have a busy morning and I know that I'm going to be in the house and I'm just kind of working. I look up, it's 12 o'clock. I have on just, some raggedy looking sweats. My hair ain't combed and my face ain't done. And then if I keep that up too long, it's going to spill into my next day. And what I've caught myself doing before is that next day, my hair still ain't done. I don't have a wig on, or I don't have my regular hair comb. I don't have as much motivation. I'm saying all that to say, yes, doing self-care and beauty maintenance is a full-time job within itself. But I guarantee if you dedicate yourself to showing up well-groomed, well-maintained, well-dressed every single day, it is going to increase your productivity. People gonna be like, oh, I can't sleep on them. Like, I can't even sleep on them. Like, look how they show up for themselves every single day. Now, don't get me wrong. You do not have to wear makeup in order to show up as your best self. But me, personally, I love my makeup. Putting my makeup on and like getting myself dressed in the morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you gonna accomplish some stuff today. Like, you gonna get your work done. I get excited about it. It makes me want to work. It makes me want to go hard. Like, on those days, I'm like, okay, who can I email? I need to send out some pitch emails. I need to make like 3-4 YouTube videos today. I need to make some bomb TikToks. Like, I be ready, okay? I be ready to go to work. Self-care and beauty, it is a job. And especially with all of the different regimens and routines that are out there, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. But I say this, make a routine. And again, this kind of goes back to the routine step. Make a routine for your beauty and self-care that is something that you can do every day. I'm not telling you to do a full face beat down of an hour-and-a-half long makeup application every single day. You're not going to want to stick to that every single day. Y'all see me touch this wig now? It's itching. Hold on. Dedicate yourself to do a quick 5-minute face pull your hair together, and be dressed for the day. And I'm not saying that you got to be dressed in slacks and a bodysuit and be like cute every single day. And now if that's just your thing, baby, do you, because that's kind of the phase of life that I'm entering into. Put a light layer of makeup on, or just at least make sure that your skincare routine is done. You know, pull your hair back, or make sure that your hair is nicely groomed. Put on some loungewear or some sweats that still, you know, make you look feminine and make you just look well put together. I'm telling y'all, it will help your productivity. Nobody will be able to sleep on you. You will no longer sleep on yourself if you dedicate yourself every single day to showing up as the best version of yourself. We're not doing this process to give satisfaction to somebody else. We're not doing this to just literally tell somebody else, oh, you can't sleep on me no more. No. We're doing this process so you can stop sleeping on yourself, okay? Because the only reason that people slept on you from the get-go is because you slept on yourself. And we're not doing that anymore. You have had this mindset shift. You have changed your life by setting those requirements and really showing up as the best version of yourself every single day. I guarantee you're gonna look up a couple of months down the line and you will have accomplished so many things that it'll shock you. Like, even for me, I have accomplished so many things over the last couple of months just by how I present myself, how I show up for myself every single day. And please understand, I'm still in the building processes. I'm still in the hustle phase. I'm still in the grind it out phase. But when I turn this camera on, this is me. Like, I'm smiling right now because when I turn this camera on, this is me showing up for myself. This is one of the things that I implemented to say, look, you are not going to sleep on your capabilities anymore. You're not going to sleep on all of the gifts that you have been given, all of the studying that you have been doing, all of these gifts and all of this training. I'm not going to let it go to waste, but you just have to decide that you're going to show up and that you're going to do it and that you are going to thrive. I'm no longer asleep, and you are no longer asleep after watching this video. So I hope that y'all gained some really good insight today. I enjoy doing these videos because, like I said, listen here, I'm on a growth path. That's why self-growth is so heavily implemented into my platform. Because yes, I love beauty, I love lifestyle, but it took me a lot to get here. And I know that somebody else needs to just get over that next hump so you can really just take off and stop sleeping on yourself too. But again, I really hope that y'all enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts. Y'all know I love to see the comments in the below section. If you have been here before already, then you know what's coming. But if you have not, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, baby. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell as well, so you can see when the videos is going up on the channel. And y'all know I be coming with that vibe. I'm just playing with y'all. I really hope, like I said, that y'all enjoyed this video. Let me go ahead and hop off of here so I can eat my food because I'm starving. But anyway, until next time, love, don't sleep on yourself. Bye.